What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from AConneXionTV.com and AConneXionTV here on YouTube, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my review of The Challenge Season 35, Total Madness, A Hard J's Night, Episode 3, baby! And they kind of like gave the freaking show away with putting Jay's name in the title. You have to putting his name in the title just basically means that he's a victor. You know what I'm saying? He's a winner. Victory. Anyways, before I get into this review, do me a solid and go follow my Twitter and Instagram or AConneXionTV. If this is your first time seeing me, you need to keep up. I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things and make it consistent. Also, go follow AConneXionTV, which is my Netflix. It's like a small version of a Netflix. It's a motley crew of creatives here in Atlanta where we produce, write, edit, and put up on the web scripted film, cartoons, web shows, and we would love for you to subscribe. It's a monthly subscription, and you get to see us as creatives create and make some hot stuff for you. Uploads every week. Go check it out. So after D basically embarrassed herself dealing with Jen, fighting for a guy that clearly doesn't want her. You know, she created an upset, if you will, by not putting herself into elimination because it made her look like a punk. And everybody saw how Jen poorly performed in the challenge, so everybody basically knew that they had a grand opportunity to get a red skull. And where Dee could have definitely made that opportunity for herself be known, she opted out of it because she was scared. And then right at the end, when she realized how easy the show was, she was like, oh, I should have did it, I should have did it. Yes, you should have. So we start from there. All the guys are in the house and they're having conversations about how they're going to secure that red skull. How are they going to make sure that when they do go into elimination, that they go against someone that they believe that they have a potential chance of beating, okay? And clearly, the only way you can do that is by, number one, being in the tribunal, or number two, having alliance members in the tribunal to help you make that decision for you. But everyone wants to go to a final, so everyone wants to go to elimination. This episode is by far the best episode of The Challenge Season 35. We got the drama, we got the personal, we got the challenge, we got the rookies fighting hard and winning, and we got veterans getting sent home by quote-unquote layups. Dee says she wants to make Rogan feel bad. Jay says, I don't want any smoke, so I don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, on one end, he doesn't think that it's a good idea, but on the other end, he likes to flirt. And he feels that the house is pretty much against him anyway, so any kind of alliance that he can get, namely with the ladies, he wants to get that. So he chooses D. And I don't know. It's like a weird bag for me. It's like you got like it's like you got vegan food and you got junk food all in a grocery bag, and you went to like go get that, and that's what you come home with. And I'm looking at you like, bruh, like really? This don't mix. J and D to me just don't mix. And I'm not gonna say who's vegan and who's junk, but I'm just saying it don't mix. But Jay is playing along because he just don't really give a fuck. And D is being that girl again for the second season in a row. But she just don't. The next scene comes up and it is revealed, I think, why Bayleigh and Aneesa don't necessarily see eye to eye, don't necessarily get along, and because Swaggy is Team Bayleigh all the way, whatever hurts or harms Bayleigh, he ain't cool with. So, you know, I was watching one of their YouTube videos and it was like Swaley gang all day, and that's it, it is what it is. And I'm like, I can appreciate that, I can understand that. You know, if Bayleigh feels some sort of way, then you don't want to be cool with somebody that makes your girl, the love of your life, your wife, feel some sort of way. Makes sense. But I feel that it immediately makes even more sense if you completely understand and you think that Bayleigh is in the right. Because sometimes you could feel some sort of way about something and it really not be that big. And so you could look at your partner and be like, bruh, really? You really tripping over this? Like, it's really not that big. But I'm wondering if it's the blanket that's really messing them up. I don't know. Because you can tell, well, it's the post-confessional. So when Aneesa is doing this, she's already ran through, you know, her situations with Bayleigh. So she already, the air is out, the cat is out the bag. It's already a type of vibe already when she's doing this. So It is what it is. She already knows what it is. I want to know what it is, goddammit. And Aneesa is making mention of this blanket that has Bayleigh and Swaggy C on it. And they're cuddled up with it, and they're sleeping in the same bed, and they're like, you know, lovey-dovey and all that. And I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch. You know what I'm saying? We get to see beautiful melanin folk being beautiful and melanin and romantic and shit. We don't really see that on TV. I don't really see that on TV. So it's great to freaking see that. Kinda would make you feel a little like narcissistic on that side, but you know, Swaggy lets it out the reason why they bring that blanket everywhere with them. And apparently a fan gave them that blanket, or fans, I don't know, gave them that blanket, and that's what they decided to do. They said that everywhere they go, they're gonna take that blanket because they appreciate the love. And I'm here for it. Everyone is talking about Ashley. We get a flashback of War of the Worlds where Bananas and Ashley went at it and was about to go to blows. Bananas says Ashley is a snake. They show a clip of them arguing. He says he wants to mess up her game. And I'm like, why? Why? You have someone that did what you did on the challenge, but it seems that Ashley is still more liked than not compared to all the drama you've had to deal with, Banana, since you messed up your situation or you did what you did to Sarah. I feel like Ashley has had a better turnaround doing what she did to Hunter than what you did to Sarah. And, you know, Ashley has some valid points saying that, you know, that Bananas is jealous or could be potentially jealous because of, you know, how she handled it and the fact that people are still somewhat cool with her. People aren't trusting her as much. But, you know, it's the nature of the beast when you go against someone who's supposed to be your partner in a game and you do what Bananas did to Sarah. Everybody knew that when Bananas did that to Sarah, it was like, oh my God, it just rocked the challenge world, so to speak. And so when Ashley followed suit and did the same thing, I don't know, it kind of left some people bitter with a bitter taste in their mouth. It is what it is. But then most people understand because Hunter was crabby as hell to Ashley. You know what I'm saying? Whereas it wasn't that type of situation with Sarah. Sarah was genuinely, authentically partnered with Bananas, and Bananas snaked her. The challenges as individuals, and I'm like freaking losing my mind at the thought of, I loved this freaking challenge. This was really a dope challenge with the symbols and decoding. I think I would have done good at this challenge. The only part that I would have had a problem with would be running, because I'm not good with the running stuff. I went to Piedmont Park today and I tried to run. It wasn't my best. You know, I did a little thing. My legs felt a little tight. But I think I would have did good at this challenge. You know, Swaggy C comes on and says he has photographic memory, and he's gonna beast at this challenge. And he does beast at this challenge by getting all his pieces to the board. But he's going up against CT, and CT really lets it be known that he's still here to play because he wins. He's the one person out of all 24, 23 people, the first person to blow up the truck. And then the second one to come on through. The second one to come on through. My girl in my head, Bayleigh. OMG, she pulled one old challenge page out the book and said, let me go see what's going on this other person's side. Because I'm thinking it's this, but let me see if she thinking it's this too. And if we both thinking this, then that means we both right. So let me go ahead and boop, check. And she got it. When I tell you I jumped out my seat, I love seeing rookies murk in the first challenge that they ever play because it sets the tone to not be effed with. And I'm so tired of the mentality, oh, vets go against rookies, you have to do this, you don't want to upset the house, blah, 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 blah. I'm over it. I'm over it. I love it when the rookies come and they beast, and that's exactly what my girl Bayleigh did. She beasted, and then, even knowing that CT is the veteran that he is, and she is, this is a new world for her. This is a new world for her. She ain't bowing down to nobody. She like, yep, I want him in here. Yeah, I want him to be safe because we think he gonna be put in, and I ain't about to have that. So I want him to be. He don't want to go to the challenge. He just want to be safe. So I'm gonna need you to trust my words right now. I know we don't know each other, but come on, trust my words. And I'm like, yes, Bayleigh, yes. But then on the flip side, because some of y'all was saying that Swaggy is so quiet, Swaggy was not quiet. You know, but I thought it was really cool how CT played that. And you know, it's been said that CT is one of the few veterans that actually, you know, works with the rookies and helps them out and gives them tips and things of the sort like that. You know, I believe that ever since CT went through everything with DM and now he has his family and all of that, his whole mind wrapped around the game and the antics of the game is very different. And he comes to the game to play the game and to get the money. He doesn't come to, you know, make crazy moves and upset people or put people against each other. And that's what I respect about CT. I just wish Bananas had that same kind of mentality when it comes to playing the game, because he plays it completely different. The girls are talking about who they want to put in, and the name Bananas comes fluttering around, and I'm vibing with that, because I want Bananas to go in the elimination every time, every chance he get. Every time, every chance he get, I want Bananas in the elimination. I just don't like him. I think he's a bad person. More so than I would ever think that Ashley is a bad person. It is what it is. Then Kayla takes her pretty behind. I love Kayla. Which Kayla hasn't been getting a lot of screen time. Well, up until 3, and then she's going to have that situation with Bear. But, you know, she hasn't been on screen much. So I appreciate when Kayla's on my screen. And so she goes and tells Nelson and Corey that the name Bananas is floating around. And I'm like, okay, they cool or whatever. She's really cool with Corey. You know, they have that history. So, you know, they cool or whatever. And it is what it is. So the guys come together and they're like, maybe we should throw in Bananas, maybe we should throw in Bananas. Everyone's conspiring, trying to make things happen or whatever. The tribunal think that Bananas is going in. But Corey does something that's weird. And he goes to West. Not weird. Corey didn't know that West and they were in the alliance that they had going on. He goes to West. West is like, I don't know if I really want to flow with this right now, because I'm supposed to be cool with Bananas, and this would be a great way to do backstab, but my word is bond, and so I'm going to do it anyway. Bananas starts off this meeting saying there is no need to vote anyone new. He politics right out the gate. And what I will tell you is that Bananas clearly is intimidating to these people. Clearly. Because there is no way. He knew already coming into the elimination that his name was going to be thrown in the hat. And he automatically says that let's just keep the train moving. Let's not try to ruffle any feathers. And I'm like, come on, bruh. You that scared? Everybody needs a red skull. Go get your red skull, Bananas. D votes for Jay because he's cute. And I'm like, oh, D, cut it all the way out. Cut it all the way out. And it's looking at this point that, you know, people are voting Bananas, and Bananas is getting red. Like, his face is flushed and red. And I'm like, bruh, everybody has to go in anyway. If you really want to go to a final, go in. It's that simple. Nelson's name comes up. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Jordan burns a vote. And I'm like, what? Okay. So Nelson's name thrown in the hat, and then all of a sudden people start Nelson, popping out Nelson, like, what? And I'm like, okay, Nelson, you've upset some people. Don't know what you're doing in this house, buddy, but you've upset for KC to say Nelson, but then again, KC might be Team Bananas and Team what? I don't know. I don't know where Casey lies, because she hasn't been on my screen either. Big T votes for Bananas, and you know, it's up to West to really offset the balance. And so West votes for Jay, and Bananas gets up and kiss West clearly on the mouth. This reminds me of Paulie and Theo. Clearly kissed on the mouth. I'm like, okay. But this reminds me that people are really scared of Bananas. And it's scared in the sense of making sure that they have the numbers in the house. But it's crazy. And Bananas calls everyone out on it and says, it's funny how y'all come politic against me behind my back, but when it comes to y'all coming to me and saying my name in my face, y'all can't say my name in my face. And he was straight up truthful. The only vote that I understand at the end is Corey's vote, because Corey was looking at how crazy everyone was going and how the situation was moving, and he said, okay, this is the best decision to make. And you know, Corey had Kayla's back, because Kayla did not say that she was going against Bananas. She said that the name Bananas is floating around. Everybody dresses up to go to some bar. I don't know if it was Halloween while they was filming this. I'm not sure. Jay kisses D, or D kisses Jay, and I'm just, you know, usually when I see people kiss on these reality shows, I'm like, do they breath? Like, what did they just eat? Like, just, because y'all at a restaurant, what was just in their mouth that you're, because these people be slobbing each other down, and I'm like, you getting like lemon gristle, like ice cube juice, like you getting all types of nastiness in your mouth. When I just be wondering, like, what? Jenny. Let's talk about her real quick. Jenny tells D to go after Jay, and Jenny. I like Jenny. I like Jenny, but I don't know. Something's off. The reason why I say that is because her conversation with Ashley was a little skewed to me. I was getting the feeling that Jenny was really vibing with Ashley and cool with Ashley and like really consoling her. But then when Ashley left the room, she said, "Oh, I love her, but I just don't trust her." In my mind, I'm like, does Ashley know that you don't trust her? Bananas is a complete asshole because he comes to the room knowing what the discussion is and he forces Ashley's hand and Ashley takes the bait and she goes off. Rogan wants to go against Jay to get his red skull, and Rogan and D have this kind of conversation, and I'm completely lost as to why D. I'm not lost. It is what it is. D is always going to want Rogan's D, and that's point blank period. And Rogan knows this, and he's using it to his advantage. And it is what it is. It's sad. It really is. But you can't tell a grown woman to leave a man alone if she doesn't want to leave the man alone. For whatever reason, she's captivated by him. But anyways, we get to elimination, and it shocks the world. It shocked me that CT loses against Jay. And soon as he was roping everything around, I'm like, nah, it's not. Like, all I gotta do is untie this knot and we good. Like, no. This brother Jay was like looping shit around and piling it up. It was like a mountain of stuff all tangled up and looped. And those center blocks are really, really heavy. So Jay really did his thing. I thought that was really awesome. Jay won. And I love it when, you know, people like Theo go against Bananas and Theo wins. Or like, you know, Jay wins against, you know, freaking CT, because it lets these vets know that you aren't untouchable. You can get touched. Like, anybody in this world can get touched. And Jay touched CT. Although I love CT, I respect CT. CT bowed out gracefully, and it was hilarious when Jay was like, "Oh, you know, like my idol, you're a freaking legend." I'm like, "God, I can't believe I went up with." And CT's like, "Yo, bro, don't make it weird, bro. Don't make it weird. You got to win. You got to win." CT walks away acting like he's old and shit. He got the daddy bod. But he says on camera that next time we see him, he's going to be the young CT. And I want to see that. I want to see that because CT is a beast. Shout out to Bayleigh and Swaggy for getting in the tribunals. Bayleigh had her man back. I thought that was cute. I thought that was so dope. And I love black love. I think it's a great thing. What do y'all think about this episode? What do y'all think about this challenge season? Are y'all watching? Y'all need to watch. Tune in, leave comments below. Marcus Castillo says, "Why don't you interview the cast members?" I would love to. I would love to. But it looks like BuzzFeed is getting all the interviews and making our palm. I don't know. But I would definitely love to talk to Bayleigh. I would love to talk to Swaggy. I would love to talk to Ashley. I would love to talk to Kayla. I would love to talk to Corey. There's so many people that I would love. Nelson. CT, so many people I would like to talk to because I respect the challenge. The challenge is my favorite reality show, and it's so dope because I know where like all these people came from, except for like X on the Beach and all that stuff. I don't watch that extra stuff, but Big Brother, Road Rules, Real World, like those are the three core-based shows. You know, I'm not into Survivor and Amazing Race. The challenge is the best reality show, period. I love it. Anyways, leave your comments below. I'll read them next week. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night and stay safe. Shelter in place, people. I know. You're not about to think about not subscribing to aconnectiontv.com. Copyrighted.